Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basic Chunk of the Deuces. How we do Texas, baby. Again. The only place, always, 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 again. Always, go get it. Always, 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 go get it. It's right back at the basic. Chuck of the Deuces, I would do Texas, baby. Man out Dallas back. You know what it is, know 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 it is. Real man rise up, fake man rise down. Real woman rise up, fake woman rise down. Practice where I preach and preach on. And today's topic we're gonna talk about is black sheep. You ever feel like somehow that you're different than anybody else? That everybody else feel like that? I know I'm not the only one, because there's a lot of people feel this way. I'm going to tell you something, man. I love my family. I love my mother. I love my father. I love my brothers and sisters. I love all of them. But sometimes you always feel like, I'm going to give you an instance. When I was growing up, I'm like the third kid of the family. You know, always in the third. You got my sister, my other first sister, my other sister, then me and my brother, and then also stepbrother. We ain't seen in a very while, so that same father, two different. Same fathers, two different mothers. What I mean, same fathers, two different mothers. But I really need to talk about this. You ever feel like somehow that you're different? Like you are outcast, like you are alienated from the society, alienated for the world. You ever feel like that sometimes? I always feel like I'm getting blamed for everything, no matter what I do. And that's how I feel. Ever since it was like that since I was little. I always feel like I was the black sheep of the family. I always feel like I gotta work 3 steps ahead of not only my brother, but my sisters and them. And it wasn't easy. I couldn't fit in with other kids, so I had to fit in with myself, and it wasn't easy. I know I always make my mother proud for something I do. She always proud of me. But my father, I love my father. Don't get me wrong; he's a wonderful man. But sometimes I just wish that he believed the best in me. You know, no matter what I do. But I always getting blamed for everything, no matter what I do. I always felt like I wasn't good enough. I always felt like every time I try to do something right, I do something wrong. But sometimes I do something wrong, I ain't doing nothing right. It's kind of confusing sometimes, but sometimes it ain't easy. You know, believe me, I want to achieve everything that I want to be. My only dream, I want to be a musician, you know, a music, like an MC or a rapper. That was something I always want to do ever since the age of 3, even though I try other things. But I just want to know that, give me your comments, give me your video response. You ever felt like you always getting blamed for everything what you do when you try to do what's right, but you do something wrong, but when you do something wrong, you ain't doing nothing right? I know I'm not the only one when it feel like that. When it comes to girls, when it comes to family, when it comes to friends, everybody, you always feel like everything is society against you. You against other side. You ever felt like that a lot of times, even though the way you was taught? And don't get me wrong, I always want to do is just want to make my father proud. That's all I want to do. But my biggest fear is always failure. I don't know why. I let everything get the best of me. Sometimes I'm like a tipper. I'm like a hard head, tipper headed. I'm very tempered at it, especially when it comes to my anger. I get upset real quick. When you say something to me, I'm like a Red Bull. I talk. When I see something red, I drive the charge. I always been like that. I always been on charge of everything what I do. But sometimes I always in the middle of things, and not being in second or first, second or first. I never been second or third. I always been on the third things I try to do. I'm like a rabbit in a cage. You could say like that. I'm like a rabbit pit of the rabbit. You pit on me, anything, I'll go each hole that I try to go to. And it's like that. I want to be something with my life, man. Something that is gonna make not only make my mother proud, but make my dad proud. Cause I get tired of feel like I'm the black sheep of the family. I feel like no matter what I try to do, I try to stay out of trouble. I try to do things right, but sometimes it throw you against off the wall instead of you against off the wall. Sometimes it just feel like that. I don't know if I want to get angry or want to cry because I try to listen, but I'm just like a tempered, hard headed. You try to tell me something, it's like going and it's like how they say go one ear and other. It's going to other ear and go to the going it's going one ear and there's no another ear I'm gonna listen. And there goes the other ear and the other side of the ear. I wouldn't hard to listen, hard to maintain on everything that I do. It's not my fault. It's just sometimes I just grow up like that. I mean, I was brought up, I get trouble. Everything I do. Everything I try to do right. My father always hard on me. I don't know why, but sometimes he feel like I just got to do better than anyone. My mother was hard on me too. I come from a restricted parent household, very restricted. They come from a downright down of all country folks. I always been like that, and sometimes I trying to change it. Sometimes I try to do what's better. I tried, for all my mistakes. I'm a human being. I hurt, I bleed, I cried like everyone else. I don't care if people don't like me, but sooner or later they're gonna respect me, and just like I gotta respect them. As long as I stay everybody else's way, they stay out of mine. If we get along, we get along. If we don't, we don't. And my only biggest problem is I like to speak my mind, but sometimes I speak my mind a little bit too much. I don't know when to shut up, when to shut up and when not to shut up. I don't know when to do that, but I'm still trying to learn at it. But give me your comment, give me your video response. Do you ever feel like you the black sheep of the family? No matter what you try to do is right, you always doing wrong. But when you're doing wrong, you can't never do right. You ever feel like that sometimes? You can't do like every other kids like they used to do. You ever felt like that? That your old man always put rough up and change on you, always hard on you, always stay on you all the time to make you do better. But you, even though you're trying everything you could, and sometimes it's not easy. You only thing you can you do what's best, and best you can do the best you can do. That's all I can say about that. Give me your comment, give me your video fun. You ever feel like you're a black sheep? Because that's what I am. I always feel like I was a black sheep of the family. I always felt like, I know I made my mother proud, but do I make my father proud, And it just wasn't easy. Even though I lost my damn job because I did all the work I tried to do, but they say I ain't doing my work. I do my work all the time. I don't like sitting still. I gotta move around. I'm like a hamster in the wheel. I gotta spin that wheel before I go any other courses I can go. But give me your comment. Do you ever feel like that you're different than anyone else? Because you're not to remain the same. You remain being different, and be proud of what God made you, what God created for who you are, and what you're trying to stand anything in life. All right. Give me your comment, give me fun if you ever feel like that, because I know I'm not the only one. How about you? All right? All right. And it's your boy Domination. It's the back of the basic chunk of the deuce. That's how we do Texas, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace, and I'm out.